Hi, I'm Gabriel Migdio,
And I'm Adelaido Duran.
and today we're going to be talking about recycling. So, the problem with recycling is that a lot of people aren't doing it correctly. For example, things can be misplaced into the bin that shouldn't be in here. One common mistake is pizza boxes. It's cardboard, and cardboard is recyclable. However, this pizza box has grease all over it, and along with some food, which is not processed, not recyclable, and should be thrown away. The reason why it should be thrown away instead is because once this gets picked up and sent to the processing facility, it is packed into these batches of the same recyclable material, and if there's any inconsistencies and contaminants in the batches, that whole batch is thrown away and sent to a landfill. And landfills are generally bad for the environment. A lot of people dislike them, including the government. The government wants us to increase our recycling rates, and it is possible to increase it to a big number. For example, countries in Europe already have 60% recycling rates. However, in the US, there's only 34% recycling, and that's bad. And we can get this to a higher number by recycling properly and eliminating some of the mistakes that we mentioned in our website, including following the portable guidelines. And we are committed to this because we believe that it is possible to increase our recycling rates and to protect the environment from landfills.
The only reason this manifests in society today is because, well, people know how to recycle well, and we found that out in surveys we given out to some students and adults around our city or town. The only problem is people don't look out for the food scraps and the leftover material that may be on cardboard or any other materials that could be recycled, especially water bottles with liquids in it.
So our initial plans were to focus on teens from Porterville High School and to inform them. We were expecting them to have basic reasoning on what to put in the bin and from their personal family experience. However, when we surveyed people, we saw that they weren't able to place some of the things that actually do go in the bin. And other plans that we had were to post some of our surveys on social media and get responses from a lot more people. However, we switched and stayed to a low amount of people with accurate results.
So
Get in the camera.
the process was more interesting. It was kind of fun interviewing and just surveying people, seeing what their responses would be like, and their opinions on what proper recycling is. And like Gabriel said earlier with the other answers, they would get the correct answers, just not all the correct answers. They would have a sort of idea of what goes into the bin, just only like one, two, or wrong answers here and there. So the results, they were positive. They were good. No, nothing all too bad. Just people just need to be a little more informed on what needs to go into the bin, such as emptying out the bottles before they go into the bin, or making sure that the pizza boxes don't have any grease or food scraps left on them. What we learned about this problem was that people were informed, they just did not know what exactly the right way of recycling is. Like I said before, people would put bottles with liquid still into the bin, and food scraps or all that into the bin. Our observations on this problem and how it functions in society is it just, when people do not put or recycle properly, it just fills up the landfills and makes more trash and makes the process more harder and just more pollution and danger to the environment. What we think our role in this society was to at least help and inform and try to help people into recycling properly and in a better way, so that we could help our environment, so there could be less pollution and so there would be the process of recycling would be less of a hassle to do. And that is our project on recycling. Thank you.